Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. TrentIsMyAgent.com. They're the severe weather reports from last night. Now these are the wind gusts that were measured with wind equipment at 10 meters up, and you can see the highest gusts were from Walton all the way down to Frankfort and also parts of Tippecanoe County. South of Montmorency, we actually had a wind gust of 62 miles an hour. Frankfort Airport gusted to 60, 70 near Michigan Town, 64 at Walton, now 49 here at Kewanna and the Winnemac Airport, 46 around Grove and Kentland. But you'll notice that 78 at Galveston. I went through the data. That occurred about 6:49, 78.3 miles an hour. The wind was southwest, went to the south, then went east, northeast, north, then west, and then back to the north. My thinking here, that gust occurred just as the gust front was coming through, and I think a gustnado may have moved right over the airport. That's a surface-based circulation that can produce EF0 type tornado damage, and that probably moved right over the sensor and produced that gust. Now the hail reports a lot of peas, marbles, dimes, and nickels, but the severe hail, 1 inch in diameter or larger, that was reported was Kentland, west of Winnemac, Rochester area, Veedersburg, Foster golf ball sized hail near that area, a ping pong hail at Veedersburg. There is the $50 size west of Rochester. And finally, damage reports and severe gust reports. So I plotted the severe gust, but also the damage reports. We had half of a barn roof removed at Wyandotte. There was damage at the Fountain Central High School, the scoreboard blown away, and track and field equipment that was blown away as well. We had reports trees, power lines down around Tipton, eastern and central Clinton County, also structural damage here at Goldsmith, and I believe we had structural damage here at Fulton. We had some roof damage to a store. Brief tornado reported near Wingate. I'll have to examine video and photos of that. I'm getting a lot of that in. And gustnado reports I plotted. I have video of one southeast of Wingate, another one here southwest of Michigan Town, and another one, yes, near Galveston. That may have been the same one that hit the, possibly hit the airport, or another one nearby. At least now it's calmed down, and we got rain we needed as well. 1 to 3 inches, mostly south of 24, north of 24, less than an inch, but still welcome rain. But more than an inch here in northern Miami County. And when we look at Doppler radar estimates, this whole area, a lot of 1 to 3 inch amounts. Some of the highest amounts were right here from Covington through Thorntown and also south of Frankfort, and then just north of Attica and Williamsport. Now we got a few flurries and snow showers tonight, a freeze, but not a really hard freeze thanks to some cloudiness, windy and warmer weather, and it's going to be active. We have multiple rounds of rainfall, some severe weather risk, and this wetter, active weather pattern should continue right up to about April the 13th. Now we're in the upper 30s to mid 40s today as the low clouds slowly break away with time, but I do think some more will pivot in from the northwest tonight. And as these low clouds and a few of these flurries and snow showers come in, yep, there could be a few flakes around. But thankfully, given some of these clouds up here, here we are with the clearing, given some of these clouds, it may help to keep our temperature up just a little bit. So if we're going to get down to say 25 or 26, it's going to be western Benton, western Warren, Vermilion, and western Park counties. The rest of the area with some clouds, likely more about 28 to about 30 or 31 degrees. So this is a simulated satellite image. It shows you what the clouds and precip will look like. Now this is now to Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning. And if we look, we can see one, low clouds initially break up and pull away. Right here, there's the back edge, a few flakes, as some more coming from the northwest. Then we are mostly sunny to sunny tomorrow before a few of these high and mid-level clouds begin to stream in later tomorrow, and they'll thicken up tomorrow night into Sunday, while if you look closely here, some low clouds and some low cumulus clouds, stratocumulus clouds that is, coming from the southwest. So it will become partly cloudy with time on Sunday. And Monday's a partly to mostly cloudy day with maybe a couple isolated thunder showers, a few thunderstorms Tuesday morning, but then it's a windy, warm afternoon. But then Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, we'll be tracking a squall line right here coming in from the northwest. We could have a slight risk for severe for that time, with the main threat being a few severe gusts. That goes through. Then some rain comes up from the southwest Wednesday night and into Thursday. There's the rain on Thursday. Then it comes to an end, but then the warm front comes back northward. So some thunderstorms possible Friday morning. Those go north. Then we have to watch for severe weather risk once we get not only to part of Friday night, but also Saturday, as another squall line comes in from the west. So Friday night, there may be some marginal risk for severe. Saturday, it may be another slight risk day for some damaging winds as another line of storms comes in from the west and the northwest. So the timing of severe, Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, with the squall line. Friday night, scattered storms, maybe marginal risk. Saturday p.m., squall line, maybe slight risk, and then more severe weather risk perhaps April 7th through the 8th. With rainfall from March 31st through April the 7th or 8th, 4 to 7 inches. This is what we're going to add on to what we've already gotten. So the rivers rising above flood stage, a lot of wet soils in the fields, a lot of ponding of water in the fields as well, as a wet weather pattern, a stormy weather pattern settles in, really from the 31st through the 13th. Now after the 13th, we'll get into a drier than normal pattern for perhaps, 12 days. Now it may get dry enough that we're able to plant corn and soybeans a little bit and get some field work done. That's the thing we're looking out for during that time frame. Looks cold at first with some frost, and then we gradually heat up and we're back into the 80s. But that won't last, the dry weather that is. Wetter weather April 27th through May 5th. And yes, severe weather risk will return. The real core of the severe weather risk for March and I think in April and May is right here. It's eastern Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa. This is the pocket. Some years it's Dixie Alley that's the hot spot. Some years it's the Plains that is the hot spot. But I think it's going to be this pocket that's going to be a hot spot for severe weather this spring. So upper 30s to mid 40s will do it for highs. Clouds pushing out with time through the evening, and then more come in tonight. Maybe a couple flurries tomorrow morning, then a clearing trend. Not bad tomorrow, 46 to 53 for high temperatures and not overly windy. Now on Sunday, we're back to 62, gets breezy. 76 Monday, couple thunder showers. Some scattered thunderstorms Tuesday morning, squall line late, 81 and humid. A few showers Wednesday morning, but more Wednesday night, and some rain and thunder on Thursday, 64. Some thunderstorms Friday morning, more late, with warm 76. Severe weather Saturday, 80. Rain comes to an end then, and then we get a little cooler before we warm up again. And yes, indeed, more rain, more storms returning.